Hello friend, I am Soumyadeep back with a new tutorial video. As I promised, today I am talking about submerged mass density method. Mass density method. Before starting this video, if you are not checking the last two videos about other density method, so there is some I button, do check kindly. In this video, what I discuss: first, what is the concept of submerged density method. 2. Calculation. 3. Procedure. So basically these three things I discuss here. Okay, so let's get started. First is concept. In last video I talked about water displacement method. Okay, so in water displacement method the concept was buoyancy. Same concept is repeated here, submerged mass density. But the thing is that two procedures are different, but conceptually they are almost similar. So let's get started. So submerged density method, if you want to know, then you have to understand Archimedes principle. So before starting this concept, I talk about what is Archimedes principle. Please forgive me for the good handwriting. So as per Archimedes says that upward buoyant force that is exerted on body which is immersed in a fluid or partially submerged. In that case, this is equal of the fluid that the body displaced. So that is the Archimedes principle. Okay? From this Archimedes principle, we can say weight of displaced fluid that is equal to weight of object minus weight of object in fluid. You can say, sir क्लियर नहीं हुआ सर, चलो मैं बोलता हूँ. मान लो this is your swimming pool. When we are dive in this swimming pool, we can feel we are feeling lighter. Can you feel it? Yes. Or suppose a material which is very heavy, but when this particular material in the water, then you can feel this is slightly lighter. Why? Because when this particle comes into the water, then this particle some this particle dissipates some amount of water upward. That is why here mentioned upward bound force that is exerted by which is immersed in a fluid or partially submerged. This is equal of the fluid that the body displaced. That means, suppose this is the jar and this particle weight is W1. When you put this particle in here, then this is the first water level. After putting this particle, then water level increases, and that is W2, water level 2. So in this scenario, if you weight this particle, that is W2, definitely weight weight 2 less than weight 1. Why? Because some amount of water already displaced by this material. So we can say weight of material that is equal to weight of water displaced by material plus weight of material in water or fluid. Okay? That is the main concept. Okay, that is the main concept. Now let's get started how we apply this whole concept in submerged density method. So let's get started how we use the concept. From this concept we can write when body is submerged, then reduction in weight that is equal to volume of water, weight of volume of water displaced. We can write. So what happened? This is a jar. Okay, this is the water level. We put the soil sample here. As we put the soil sample here, then definitely water level rises, W2, this is W1, and when material is put in the water and water table is now W2, then weight should be W2, and initially weight W1, so we can write W2 equal to W1 minus weight of water. ठीक है. Number 2, these tests only happen for cohesive soil. What is our aim is that is equal to volume of soil plus volume of what? Volume of paraffin wax. So what is the volume of soil? Volume of soil equal to volume of water minus volume of paraffin wax. Yes or no? Right? For understanding, for find out the volume of paraffin wax, we need to know what is the weight of paraffin wax. So weight of paraffin wax, that is equal to W2 minus W1. Why? Because W1 is the only material, W2 is the material plus paraffin wax. Then definitely W2 minus W1, that is only weight of paraffin wax, right? And if you then mass of paraffin wax equal to W2 minus W1 by G gravity. We know the G of paraffin wax. Then rho paraffin wax, that is equal to G paraffin wax into rho water 1 in CGS, 1 in CGS, right? So mass of paraffin wax by volume of paraffin wax is equal to G rho W. So volume of paraffin wax, that is equal to W2 minus W1 by G rho W into small g. So W2 minus W1 G gamma W. Okay, volume of paraffin wax. Now we just substitute the value. Then volume of soil, that is equal to what? Volume of water minus W2 minus W1 G gamma W. We can easily find out the density. But suppose, sir, I don't know what is the VW. Chalo, again we find the VW. कैसे? We have the concept W2 equal to W1 minus W water, W2 minus W1 minus W को हम कैसे लिख सकता है? गामा W इक्वल टू W by V W. W इक्वल टू गामा W इंटू VW लिख सकता है, ये बस लिख दो. 2 इक्वल टू W1 माइनस गामा W VW. देन VW इक्वल टू हम लिख सकता है W1 माइनस W2 बाई गामा W. हो गया VW. So VW equal to, yes, VW आ गया. Then volume of soil, that is equal to VW minus V paraffin wax. बस लिख दो. VW का वैल्यू क्या है? W1 माइनस W2 माइनस गामा W. V paraffin wax इक्वेशन है W2 माइनस W1 गामा पैराफिन wax. ओके, यहाँ पे 1 2 का थोड़ा इधर उधर हो गया ना, तो थोड़ा ये सही कर लेते हैं. W2 is the material plus paraffin wax. Then here we can say W3. We can say W3. W3 हम लिखते हैं वेट इन वाटर, ठीक है, W3 हो गया। सो वी सॉइल आ गया सर हम लोगों का, बस काम खत्म। अब सर क्या करना है हमको? रो सॉइल क्या है? मास ऑफ सॉइल, वॉल्यूम ऑफ सॉइल, काम खत्म सर। तो सर मुझे गामा लगेगा, गामा सॉइल इक्वल टू क्या होगा? रो सॉइल इंटू जी, काम खत्म सर। So this is all about this video. I hope where I mentioned concept, calculation, procedure, I hope there is no doubt. If there doubt, do comment in comment section, and if you have some demand, then do comment in comment section, then I will make a separate video. Thank you for watching this video, and